Hello and welcome along. Today we're back on Oakfield Farm and we're down at field 41 because we're going to take these last 3 stacks of bales over here, add them to our Fleagle trailer, which I've already loaded with 6 other stacks, and we're going to take them over to the compost master because we're going to make compost, unsurprisingly. So let's load up, start up the JCB and get these loaded up. So yeah, we're gonna take these down to our compost master, start creating some compost because we basically want to start spreading it on fields. We want to get that in as a good fertilizer for our crop. We do have plenty of bales for the cows. We do have another 4 stacks of bales left on this field after this, but they are basically, they will go into storage for the cows. If we find we need more compost, then we can easily add them later. But to be honest, this trailer should be more than enough compost for what we need. We're only really going to be, at this point in the year, composting, you needing compost for 1 field. Field 13, once we've harvested the canola off it, is where we're going to be putting our winter wheat in. So we need to sort that with some fertilizer before we cultivate it, ready for that. So that's why we need to make the compost at this point. We also have rain on the way, so we need to make sure that we clear off all our bales from this field and get those undercover that we need to get undercover before that happens. We're also going to try and get the canola up actually before this rain hits, and we'll see what happens, because obviously there is a certain amount of drying time required when the rain hits. That's fairly square on. There we go. So yeah, when the rain hits, that's going to put a stop to a lot of stuff. But yeah, we'll get these loaded up, we'll get these back to the farm, and we'll get testing with the compost master. I can't see on my right hand side here. There we go. I like to do a lot of first person stuff these days, but that is just impossible to do first person. To the point where I'm not actually sure in real life that you would load it like that from that side. I can't see how you see what you need to do. We'll go back in for this. There we go. Right, I might lock these onto the trailer, strap these down before I put this last set of bales on. Don't want to knock them off at this point. There we go. And then our last set of bales. I suppose you could line things up that way. Right, I think that's got them on. So bring that down. Fold our bale bit down. And then we'll lock those bales on, and that should then do us. That's on follow me, so that's following our truck. Start her up, put her on our beacons because we have a pretty big load on, and away we go. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting this running. I've wanted to get the compost master up and running since I got it into the game very early on. Well, when we initially set the map up. Sort of been sitting there. I don't think any of the compost from this will work in the greenhouses we've got. I may have a look at those and see if I can alter the mod slightly to take compost as well as manure, because I think, considering as we can put compost elsewhere on fields, spread it on fields, I don't see why we wouldn't be able to use it to grow our fruits as well. We've left the... I had to go back and grab the JCB. yeah, I don't see why we wouldn't, wouldn't be able to use it for fruit as well. So I will alter these so that we can use it for that. Yeah, it's a pity the follow me hasn't engaged, but that's alright. I think I might have missed it. We'll park this here. I know what we can do. We can go and back and get that while we're emptying, or while we're doing our fuel. So I discovered through a little bit of trial and error that the only fuel trailer you can use to fill this is this shell one. This is from this pack, the Universal Technic trailers. It's that one. That is the only one that will put fuel into the COMPOST smelter. Not even any of the other Cote Universal Technic ones will do that either. Right, there we go. So we'll leave that emptying that. And we'll head back over. Right, we'll go out this way. Have a run through the hedge. There we go. And run back to our field and grab. There it is. Not too far to run. Yeah, it didn't engage. So yeah, that will then fill that up. Ready to get that going. Once we got this back, what we can do is then start unloading some bales into it. I think it basically takes 3 stacks of bales initially, if I remember correctly. And then, so we got, basically, once we get rid of or empty out the first set, we then have two more sets worth of, that we can put into compost. I'm very intrigued to see how much compost one set of bales produces. You know, basically 12 bales. How much compost is going to come out of 12 bales? Sidle up behind, and then we will undo the straps. Oh, if we press this button instead, there we go. We'll leave our fuel trailer there. We have no real need anywhere else on the farm for the fuel trailer, other than here, which is yeah, unfortunate. Right, there we go. And away we go. So we'll go and put the first set in. And that. There we are. And then we'll go and get the second set. There we are. Started up and away it goes. It's quite noisy and loud, that. That's fantastic. So this is then nicely producing lots of compost. Wow. That's great news. Alright, and this will be our last lot for now, I think. This will take us up to basically capacity. If I stop that there and go and have a look, yeah, we've got 43,000 in there. That is 87%, so we might be able to get one more bale in there, but for now I'm going to let it put that amount through, and we'll see how much compost that creates. But that's very encouraging. That's a really good start. Park this here a minute. I'll go and have a look at our compost. I turn the beacons off on this. So yeah, there goes. Compost is coming out and making a nice healthy pile over here. 4,166 litres of it already. That's really good. Right, let's take our T7 quickly. And we will head over and give our pigs, our sheep some water. Because they're down to 8%, so it makes sense really to go and do this quickly. We probably need to unload the remaining bales if we can quickly. But we'll see how long it takes us to sort our sheep out. There we go. I'm pleased with that. That has started to work well. That started to work really well. Alright. There we are. This is full of water. That's fantastic. We don't have to fill it up. So that won't cost us anything. So yeah, sort of beginning to plan next year's fields, and I need to sort of decide where I'm going to buy fields and things like that. The grass fields down the bottom here, I actually think would make quite good arable fields. I kind of like the idea of getting a few that are round the farm already. We have more than enough grass fields at the moment. You're heading that way. Back this up to here. There we go. Yeah, you see that has a tip trigger on it. I don't think your normal fuel bowser has tip trigger on it. And the others that come don't have capacity for fuel. Like this one doesn't have capacity for fuel, because this, of course, is a water trailer. So, yeah, happy with that. That's all good. So that is working well. We've got our compost running. It's going to help us to sort out a lot of our bales. And, yeah, I'm really quite happy with that. I'll sort out the greenhouses so that they will take the compost as well as the manure, which would be be really useful. That, and that will be that. Okay, so we'll leave this here. There we go. That's closed. We'll head back down. Yeah, so we're going to put the remaining bales in here in the storage. That will be really useful. We'll go through the hedge here. Yeah, we don't have enough manure at the moment to support our fruit. So I need to get more manure in. This is, yeah, everything else is there. It is just compost. We're going to produce a lot more of it than manure. Although I think what we'll end up doing is once we've sold some of our crops this year, we'll end up getting more cows and sheep. Which, of course, more cows will mean that we get a lot more manure out. A liquid manure we still have an awful lot of, but normal manure we're down to 3,400. So we've got about 7,000 litres of that. We've already got more compost than that. So yeah, I think this is going to be a really useful piece of kit and really useful for what we want to do. But for now, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment and give it a share. And for the latest videos and live streams from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel and I will see you next time. Goodbye.